Hello everybody. In the early 1600s, a Dutch scientist called Van Helmont did a very interesting experiment. He took a large tub of soil, it weighed about 100 kilograms, and a small birch sapling, a small birch tree. And he weighed that, and it weighed, I think if I remember rightly, 2 kilograms. He then planted the birch tree in the soil and watered it and looked after it. And 5 years later, he weighed the soil and he weighed the birch tree. Now at that point, I want you to pause the video and stop and have a little think about what it was that he was trying to do. What was it that he was investigating? Okay, well, I hope you've had a little think about it. Clearly, what he was trying to investigate was, where does a tree get its food from? Up until that point, everybody thought that plants got all their food from the ground. And what he did was weigh the plants, the birch tree in the soil again, and he found that the soil was exactly the same weight. But the birch tree, I think, had grown to 75 kilograms. So he reasoned that the birch tree was getting its food from somewhere else. And this was really a revolutionary idea. Everybody just assumed that because plants have roots, they absorb the food from the soil. So what I'm going to do now is set up a simplified version of Van Helmont's experiment. And I'm going to do it like this. I've got a plant pot here, which I'm going to weigh. I'll put my scales on. I hope Mrs. Jones doesn't see me using these because they are her cooking scales and she will be none too pleased at me covering them with soil. I now zero that. That now is recording 0. And I've got here a pot of absolutely dry soil. And I'm going to put some in the pot. Okay, now I've got some soil on the scales, but that doesn't matter because of the way it's configured. I can now just tip that soil back off and it will still go back to 0, equivalent to 0 with just the pot on. That weighs 287 grams. So for ease, I'm going to make that up to 300. I'm going to put a bit more in until that weighs 300 grams. So 300 grams of dry soil, almost 300, that's it. Okay. I'm now going to put in a couple of bean seeds. Now, it would be nice to do it with one bean seed, but it is possible, of course, that the bean seeds might not germinate, so I'm doubling my chances of getting them to germinate. So I take that off there and I put that in there. And I push the bean seed down. Like that. And then, I'm not going to do it here because I know the water will come out of the pot and make a mess, but then I'll add some water. The seeds will germinate, the seeds will grow, and then hopefully at the end of the summer, when you're all back at school, we will weigh the bean plants and we'll weigh the soil and we'll see if the soil has lost any weight. We'll have to dry it, of course, first because it'll have water in it. We'll see if the soil's lost any weight and we'll see if the plant has grown any weight. I think we all know that the plant will have gained some weight, but how much? And then we'll discuss where that mass, that biomass as we call it, has come from.